Hi, welcome to Loft 801. My name is Diego, and today I'm talking about Scarygirl. It's a lush children's neon fairy tale where environmentalism meets cyberpunk in a simple, gorgeous way. Think handcrafted toys brought to CG life, chunky silhouettes, bioluminescent sunbugs, and a city of light that reminded me of Coruscant mixed with Bioshock's Rapture. Quick heads up, this review may contain the occasional minor spoiler, but I'll do my best to avoid them because this is a fun kids movie. The plot is a classic quest structure with a twisty reveal. Arkie is a curious tinkerer with a tentacle arm and an eye patch living with her dad Blister. His regenerative abilities heal plant life and keep their home on the peninsula beautiful and green. Their peaceful life is interrupted when Chihuhu, working for Dr. Maybee, kidnaps her father and takes him to the City of Light. Arkie teams up with Bunniguru and Egg to rescue her father from Dr. Maybee. The plot isn't complex, and I like that, especially for a kids movie. It's a simplified classic hero's journey. Life is good, Blister gets kidnapped, Arkie is called into action, she receives help from Bunniguru and Egg and even the mysterious Keeper. She receives a revelation about herself and Dr. Maybee confronts the doctor, and so on and so forth. The plot is simple, clear, and doesn't get muddied while still maintaining personal stakes. I think the settings in each scene also help create some cause and effect. Whether it's Arkie destroying a magnifier and blaming herself for her dad's capture, or helping Bunny and Egg fix their ship to get to the city, everything feels earned and not random. One of the key plot points in this film is that Dr. Maybee has a Dyson sphere of sorts around the sun and is extracting its life force for his own gain. He is willingly destroying the planet, but he doesn't care because he is so obsessed with his goal of perfection. He doesn't have a bad goal, it's perfectly understandable, but he's so consumed by it that nothing else matters. I think the climax of this movie hammers home the idea that it's okay to let go, and being different isn't a flaw to erase, but it can be a resource to heal the world. Another theme you could take away from this movie is that family are the people who show up for you. When you're going through it, the people who come to your aid are the ones who genuinely care about you. Another good theme is growth over guilt. Arkie's mistake with the magnifier creates guilt, which motivates her journey. Her guilt doesn't stop her from continuing to tinker and build. Instead, it motivates her to build better. The theme is to iterate, learn, and take responsibility. With all of these themes, I think the tone of this movie is very sincere and can easily be enjoyed by children. With a title like Scarygirl, you might assume that this movie has horror elements. It doesn't. It's very wholesome. I think where Scarygirl absolutely shines is with the production design and the world building. This movie is based on a graphic novel by Nathan Jervicius and the 2012 game of the same name. While this movie was directed by Ricard Cuso, it was overseen by Nathan. As a result, he brings the toy box oddness of the brand to life. I love the bulbous proportions, stitched textures, and asymmetry. I love the nature-humanity connection embedded in the visuals. The City of Light is incredibly beautiful and feels like a children's version of Bioshock's Rapture. Honestly, the story and setting reminded me so much of that game in Frank Fontaine, so I loved it. The animation is a little peculiar. It's not stop motion per se, but they achieve a similar effect by animating on a 2's cadence. Essentially, there are 12 unique frames for every 24 frames. This creates a stutter effect that feels nostalgic. I think a big part of why I like the cinematography in this movie is the camera placement and the lighting. I love how different environments are captured. The peninsula is warm with greenery and forests. The city is cool and neon-edged. The signage and sci-fi geometry collide perfectly with the painterly solar flares, and the entire color palette is off the charts. The score is also good and highlights the different environments. It's pastoral and serene in the wilds and synthetic, techno, groovy in the city. It reliably reinforces the setting and the pace. Running for exactly 90 minutes, I think this movie moves along at just the right pace to keep both children and adults entertained. I certainly had a good time, and I wouldn't have an issue rewatching this movie. I also think the voice cast is great. Arkie is voiced by Gillian Nguyen, and she captures Arkie's scrappy girly energy. She's curious and sympathetic. Blister is voiced by Rob Collins, and he's gentle, world-weary. My favorite voice actor was Sam Neill as Dr. Maybee. His voice is deep and full, but he's not terrifying. There's a charismatic utilitarianism to him. The other voice actors for Chihuhu, Bunniguru, and the Keeper are also good. While I enjoyed the voice acting, I won't say it's perfect. There are occasional line deliveries where the emotion isn't quite there and things feel a little under-delivered. It's not often, but it happened enough for me to notice. If a child is watching this movie, I don't think they'll notice. The only other complaint I'll make is that the CGI starts to show its cracks in the facial animations. Sometimes the facial rigs are a hair under-expressive relative to the voice performances. For a children's movie, this is fine. For me, watching this as an adult, it's noticeable and feels a little out of place with the incredible setting and world building. I think if the animators had had a little longer to cook, this wouldn't have been noticeable. Either way, those are the only negative things I have to say about this movie. Scary Girl isn't trying to reinvent the hero's journey. It's inviting you to savor one, wrapped in a world so lovingly built you can feel the sunbugs hum and the neon skyline buzz. Even with the occasional underdelivered line read and facial rigs that don't quite sell the emotion, the film's heart, production design, and unique on-twos animation give it a toy box magic that kids will adore and animation nerds might appreciate. The plot flows with clear cause and effect, the tone stays sincere and gently adventurous, and the themes of perfection versus care, family, and growth over guilt land with warmth. Paired with painterly lighting and a score that reinforces the environments, Scary Girl is a cozy world to live in for 90 minutes. For me, that's an easy recommendation to both children and adults. Also, if you're like me and you like Bioshock, you might see some fun similarities in this film. Thank you for listening to my review of Scary Girl. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and hit subscribe. If you did not enjoy the content, thank you for sticking around. As always, I would love to read what you have to say, so leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking. Also, if there's something you want to see reviewed, don't forget to let me know and I will do my best to get to it. Lastly, if you want to see some more from me, then you can check out my vlogs linked up above or my podcast, Good Friends. Again, thank you for watching. My name is Diego and I will see you next time.